I would say yours is 200. And the same for you, and the same for you. 200 what? What am I talking about? IQ. And the reason you guys have a really high IQ is because you're my audience. Anyways, today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about IQ. So let's just get into it. What is IQ? I'm sure we've all heard the phrase IQ and we've probably associated some ideas towards it. But what does it actually mean? IQ, also known as intelligent quotient, is a score that measures how well you can think, solve problems and learn compared to other people your age. The history behind IQ tests. It all started in 1905 when two French psychologists, Alfred Binet and Theodore Simon, created a test to identify struggling school children. Their scores were compared against the age norms. This helped decide whether they needed extra help or not, and it also became the basis for IQ tests today. Unfortunately, this was soon used to discriminate the children that needed help as they were deemed less intelligent. How are IQ scores actually calculated? There are 3 steps that happen behind the scenes to make this happen. The first step is the raw score. This is basically the score that is calculated based on how many questions you get right in every section of the test. The second step, they take this score and they turn it into the scaled score. How exactly does that work? Basically, they account for all variety of different factors such as your age to make sure it's fair for everybody seeing the test. The third step is they take your scaled score and they substitute it into this formula. And the mean scaled score and the standard deviation are kept constant. As of now, they're 115, however, they are constantly updated. This should give you your standard IQ score. So what do IQ tests actually tell us? As we know, the purpose of IQ tests is to compare your intelligence and see where you lie compared to other people. For this reason, all scores fall within a range. Here is the range, and here are some statistics you should know. About 68% of the population fall between 85 and 115, and scores below 70 or above 130 are relatively rare. I've put a link for a free IQ test in the description. Have a go and find out where you fall. What type of questions are there in an IQ test? When you take an IQ test, you'll generally find questions that lie in the 4 categories I'm about to state. The first category, numerical reasoning, logical reasoning, verbal reasoning, and spatial intelligence. The names are kind of self-explanatory, but let's dive into it anyways. How this works is I'll explain the question types briefly and then also provide an example question on the screen which you can aim to find in the test. So the first section, numerical reasoning, you can aim to find questions relating to numbers, so math-related questions. The second category, logical reasoning, it relies more on your common sense, so you have to use the knowledge you already have. The third category, verbal reasoning, has something to do with words such as synonyms and antonyms. And the fourth category, spatial intelligence, involves shapes and patterns. The question that's probably arisen in a lot of our minds after we've heard the concept of IQ tests are, how accurate and reliable really are they? Well, in terms of the actual score you receive from the test, it is considered pretty accurate considering it's a standardized method. However, IQ tests only measure math and reasoning. They don't measure other factors such as creativity and emotions. Therefore, this test can link to school and job success. However, it doesn't account for personality and work ethic. These factors are also important. For that reason, I don't really believe intelligence can be measured through just one test. Can you increase your IQ? If so, how? Although it's hard to change your IQ by a significant amount, you can focus on specific cognitive abilities, which will lead to an eventual increase. If you focus on different activities which enhance your brain and increase your knowledge, this can aid your IQ. The following activities that will help you do this are: Number 1, focusing on education and learning. This can include reading books or taking courses. Number 2, brain training games. Engaging in puzzles and brain training apps will improve various cognitive functions through targeted exercises. Number 3,
physical exercise. Aerobic exercise like running and swimming, as well as yoga and meditation, enhance focus, memory, and cognitive flexibility. Number 4, mental exercises such as learning a new language or playing musical instruments. This challenges the brain to recognize, negotiate meaning, and communicate in different systems, enhancing cognitive flexibility and spatial temporal skills. Number 5, social interaction. Engaging in discussions and playing strategic games like chess, or even certain video games that require strategy and planning can improve your cognitive skills and the ability to articulate your thoughts.
Can someone with a low IQ still be successful? A question that most of us may be thinking through this video, and the answer is, surprisingly, yes. Success is multi-phase and it relies on various factors other than IQ. These factors include
emotional intelligence, so the ability to understand and manage emotions. This is very crucial for leadership and relationships. Number 2, hard work and perseverance. So if you have dedication and work ethic, this can significantly contribute to success. Number 3, specialized skills and talents. Many careers require specialized skills, and these aren't measured by IQ tests. Number 4, creativity and innovation. The ability to think outside the box and come up with unique solutions. Number 5, social skills and networking. If you build strong relationships and supportive networks, this can open up many doors and opportunities. So for this reason, while IQ can play a role in certain cognitive tasks, it's one of the many factors that contributes to a person's overall potential success.
what are the most surprising uses of IQ tests today? There are lots of uses of IQ tests, but these are the top 3 ones that I found the most interesting. The first one, IQ tests are actually used in legal contexts. So what does this actually mean? In simpler terms, the Supreme Court in the USA ruled that if you have a low IQ and you're about to be executed, this cannot happen. They find that executing people with a mental disability is unconstitutional, meaning if you have an IQ score below 70 and you're about to be executed, amongst other factors they will look into, you probably won't. I have an interesting article in the description box below that actually had someone's life at stake due to their IQ score. Have a read. Assessing the impact of environmental factors. So what happens here is, IQ tests are conducted in an area that might have a lot of pollution, lead exposure, or malnutrition, along with other factors. If the IQ test scores are low consecutively amongst a lot of people living in this area, that shows that the environment is the problem. They aren't thriving because of that specific reason. There has to be a constant, right? This research and information is then taken back to public health policies and interventions, so they will be receiving the help that they need. Number 3, enhancing creativity in the workplace. Some companies get their staff to do IQ tests and then put them into teams based on people that complement each other's strengths. Someone there might be a really good analytical thinker and the other one might be really good at solving problems through creative means. Together, their team will foster innovation and come up with new solutions. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Who are the people that have really high IQs, like one of the highest IQs in the world? Let's get into it.
So the list is pretty varied and it's written in ranges, so I'm going to start reading it from the bottom to the top. Some people might not be included in this, but that's only for the reason that we might just not know who they are, so I didn't really see a point in including them. But I did include the person with the highest IQ in the world, but others are more like famous scientists or famous people that we know. Okay, so let's begin. Coming in low on the list of highest IQs ever, and this may cause some surprise, or not, is Elon Musk's IQ score, which is believed to be between 155 to 160. Then, above that is Stephen Hawking, with an IQ score estimated to be around 160. Following this, Albert Einstein, with a score estimated to be between 160 to 190. And Leonardo da Vinci above him, with a score estimated in the range of 180 to 210. Above Leonardo da Vinci, Isaac Newton, with a score in the range of 190 to 210. Following this, William Shakespeare with a score 210. And the person known to have the highest IQ ever is Ardogon de Mello, and this IQ score will shock you, is 400. Bear in mind earlier the statistic that I stated said that around 68% of the people have an IQ score between 85 and 115, and his IQ score was 400. That's absolutely crazy.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you learned something new about how IQ tests work, how you can increase your score, and an inspiration at the end how smart certain people are. Make sure to check out your own IQ score in the link below. As well as that, please do have a read of that article because someone's life literally depended on their IQ score. Like, that is so crazy to even say out loud. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time. Take care.